What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mommy Suna.
I need a horse.
Welcome everybody. We've got a fun one for you. It's pretty on trend with what is going on in the anti-MLM movement these days. What's everyone talking about? But before we shoot the shiznit of what's going on here, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Scentbird! Hello, welcome to Opening Good Smelling Stuff in Mom Zone, USA. Pop-Tarts here, of course. Griffin doesn't feel very good, so he's very clingy today. But that's not gonna stop me from opening this package from Scentbird. We've had Scentbird on the channel before, and let me tell you, it was a very fun experience, so I'm so excited that Scentbird is here again to sponsor the channel. Scentbird is a perfume subscription service. Ooh. If you're tired of half-empty perfume bottles just lying around like I am, I mean, literally, I probably still have perfume bottles that are close to a decade old. I really should throw them away. Especially now that I have Scentbird in my life. I'm definitely gonna throw them away. And Scentbird can help you declutter. It can help you be a smart and conscious consumer. Never be bored of the scents you're wearing ever again. Save hundreds of dollars. We all know how expensive perfumes can be. And just to leave them sitting around all unfinished and stuff, like, that's a thing of the past. You got Scentbird now. Okay, so let's see what Scentbird sent me this time. They come in these cute little bags. Oh my god, they're adorable. Scent number 1, you ready, Griff? What's mama gonna smell like today? He's like, I don't know, my nose is stuffed, Mom. I can't smell nothing. Look at this pretty lavender color. Ooh, okay. This is Hue by Haley Kiyoko. An audacious scent designed as an expression of liberation, freedom, and self-empowerment, an irresistible floral, fruity fragrance. Sparkling top notes of blood orange, watermelon, and freesia. I am a watermelon lover, so let's see. Okay, that's nice. It is very floral. I could totally wear this, yeah. I would say it's kind of like a fun and flirty scent, I guess. I like it. I love that these are all just like different colors. We have a cute little like purpley magenta pink color. Nanette Lepore, Everlasting. An endless symphony of sophisticated florals and exotic woods. Ooh. Rose essence, white jasmine, bee blossom honey, and white orchid. And then like sandalwood and musk and stuff. Ooh, another floral scent, but it's not as like flirty as the first one, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely that musky smell. I could see this being like a unisex smell. Like anyone could get away with wearing this. Ooh, it's like an iridescent light pinky white color. It's pretty. And this one is Versace Bright Crystal. Whoa. Hello, Versace. Frosted pomegranate and yuzu fruit fade into a wide-eyed floral heart and pony lotus and magnolia. I think I've sprayed too much perfume up here. I'm like, yeah, this one just smells straight up expensive. Something I would expect someone of great influence to be wearing. Nice. Nice. Which one is my favorite? You know, I think the Versace one has got to take the cake here. Griffin, what are you doing? Do you want to go on a spinny ride? Bye-bye. It's his favorite thing. One thing I do want to point out is the sample sizes here, guys, because like this isn't just like your in-store sample or like if you open a magazine and find a perfume sample in there. That's not what we're talking about, guys. Like, look at the size of these dudes. Check that out. It's a lot of perfume. Each one of these is a 30-day supply. Okay, honestly though, I think it's been about a month since my last collaboration with Scentbird, and I haven't used a single vial. Like, nowhere close. I keep the one that smells like Las Vegas on my desk just to like spray it. I don't know if I feel like smelling good or if I just want to smell Las Vegas. And even then, like, come on, I've like barely put a dent in it. It's a lot of perfume. You can use Scentbird to be like a trial of different scents that you want to try before committing to buying a full bottle if you really like the scent, or you can keep switching it up so you smell different all the time. These vials are 8 times bigger than your average sample, and you can upgrade to receive 2 to 3 of these every single month if you want to, if that's your thing. But seriously, even just one of these is gonna last you a whole month, if not more. I can confidently say that. These scents are authentic too. They work directly with top designer brands like we saw Versace here. They have like Prada and Gucci, but then like also a lot of independent brands. You can really find something that's up your alley. There's something for everyone at Scentbird. How do kids do this, dude? I don't understand. I get dizzy just looking at him. Sparrow used to do this too when she was his age. Like, what the heck? But yeah, let's open up your personal portal to smelling like an expensive goddess, huh, Griffin? Scentbird is also available to the US and Canada, so if you're in any one of those places, make sure that you click my link down below. Use the code Savannah2 to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. That is code Savannah2 to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. That makes your first order with Scentbird only $7. I've got it all linked for you in the description and in a pinned comment below. You're spending $7. $7 for your first month at Scentbird. That's a friggin' steal if you ask me. So get on it, and thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring this video and letting me spin my baby in the background. While I film this sponsorship. You're not gonna regret it. Seriously, Scentbird is the best. So thank you. Thank you, Scentbird. Thank you to you guys for checking out the sponsor. Now let's get into the video here. Wow, how exciting. Thank you so much, Scentbird, for all of the things that you do. So anyway, what we have here is, I guess the best way to give an introduction to this woman is a Monat rep, and she has been under fire lately in the anti-MLM movement because, well, for a lot of reasons, but I'm not gonna share the worst of it here, like the videos. You can go watch them on a lot of different people's channels, but today, actually, as I'm filming this, Chelsea uploaded a video kind of about the situation where she snuck into a Zoom call, but I'm pretty sure she shared clips of the worst parts of all of this. Long story short, this woman basically said that wearing masks is worse than a certain genocide that happened nearly a century ago. You know what I'm talking about. She also made very fat-phobic comments, among other things. She is just an absolute gem of a person. And then she pulled the whole like, ooh, look at me, I'm so popular. Look at all these people who hate me. So I have a video of that I can share with you guys too. It's pretty redonkulous. I am gonna be blurring her face just because that's just what I do. Go watch Chelsea's video that she made about this lady if you want more information, if you want to see some of the really nasty shit she said. But I'm gonna blur her face. Basically just to protect myself at this point. This lady has said so many horrible things that I don't really give a shit about protecting her, but you know. So I do have this.
Okay, so I told y'all that I had made it onto some like conspiracy, conservative, you know, hate page. Fine. No. Some girl sent me a message and told me she found me on an anti-MLM page, which means I have officially made it in the MLM world. I have officially made it. I am famous. Also my story views have gone up like to thousands. So, and my followers are going up and I'm so excited. But this girl sent me a message and she said,
first of all, ma'am, your followers are going up because you're a fucking train wreck and none of us can look away. Your followers are not going up because we're all like, oh, I do like what this crazy woman has to say. And I don't want to hate on anyone for being a witch. If you're a witch, that's really cool. You do you. But like this chick is vocally like basically telling people because she's a witch, she understands and knows that the panini, you know what I'm talking about? Of course you know what I'm talking about. It won't kill you unless you're fat. No, otherwise you're fine. She's a witch, it's fine. You know, just dumb shit like that. None of your new followers actually like you. And she's gonna sit here and tell us that that's the case, but no, ma'am. It's very few and far between of people who actually like you and resonate with what you're saying, because what you're saying is just so out of this world and so wrong and so hurtful and so dangerous. Come on.
I really like you and I found you on this anti-MLM page. I'm like, well, I'm glad you found me, but you spend your time hating people you don't know instead of joining us?
Ugh, gross. Spending time hating people I don't know. I mean, listen, I use this comparison a lot, but like I didn't have to know Ted Bundy personally to know he's a bad dude, to hate him, to not want anything to do with him on this planet. Obviously he's dead, whatever. He's not on this planet anymore, but you get what I'm saying. It's like if you're looking at someone that you don't know and they give you a reason, a red flag to be like, I don't like that person. It can be a valid, justifiable reason, like come on. But by her logic, it's like if you don't know me, you're not allowed to dislike me. It's like, that's not true. You're being dismissive of other people's opinions. And she's huge on freedom of speech, I'm sure. And also, instead of joining us, yeah, you know, I think we've made some pretty damn good points regarding why people should not be joining you. So if she found you on an anti-MLM page, she's probably extremely aware of those reasons why she should not be joining you. Clearly.
Instead of joining a community of people who love each other, lift each other up, Oh yeah, and make money?
That's called toxic positivity. And also, you can't sit here and tell people they're going to make money because they're just not. In Chelsea's video, she makes a lot of income claims. She's like, you're straight up going to, what did she say? Make $3,000 next month if you do this. And it's like, you can't say that, ma'am. That's an income claim. Join this community of women making money. Not everyone is making money in Monat. As a matter of fact, I guarantee that if you were to add up all of the profits that every market partner makes and then subtract their expenses, you're gonna be in the negative. That's just how the statistics in these companies works.
And have the best products in the world?
Ew.
Join me.
Not the best products in the world. Hey, I've used them. Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention too, those relationships that, you know, you're all uplifting each other or whatever, that's toxic positivity. And also that toxic positivity ain't gonna exist if you leave. They're not real, genuine relationships. Who wants to join that shit? If you ever want to make genuine friendships or relationships with other people, don't join an MLM because you ain't gonna get it there.
What are you doing? Do not waste your time. You can't get it back. She was like, oh.
She was not like, oh. Like, you changed her mind. Yeah, she found you on an anti-MLM page and messaged you. I'll take things that didn't happen for 500, Alex Trebek. Thank you very much. This didn't happen. Oh, wow, you're right. Let me sign up now. Shut the fuck up. You're such a fucking liar. But go ahead, keep lying to everybody to make it seem like you're just thriving.
And you came to my page because you spend your time on hate pages.
That's exactly why I found you, ma'am, and why I recorded this story of yours, because I spend all my time on hate pages. It's not about hate, it's about education and using you, ma'am, you armpit of a human being as an example. That's why we're here. And I found you by being on those educational pages. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean hate pages.
You can join my business. I am so happy to talk to you. I'm so happy to personally mentor you and help you see that this community, this product, this company can help you create a different life for yourself. And perhaps this is God working in some kind of crazy, mysterious way. And you were meant to be on those pages to find this business.
You know what I used to always think, and obviously I don't believe in God anymore, but like when I joined this community, I come from a very religious background. And I always used to think like as soon as I started making this kind of content like more regularly, I was like, was this all part of God's plan? Like, did I join my 2 MLMs so that I could then become an educator? And if there is a God, I mean, I'm agnostic at best. So, you know, I guess I'm open to the idea of there being a God. If there were, I guess, substantial proof, I'd be open to learning about that, but I don't believe that it exists. Whoever it is, whatever higher power out there, I think I joined my MLMs to become the educator I am now. Or I guess, you know, the content creator, the entertainer, whatever you want to call me. I'm all those things, baby. And I think whoever is in charge of the universe wanted me to do this.
So you're welcome to come in, send me a message. I'm responding to all of the hate messages, asking them if they want to join the business because
you're a troll. That's why. Yeah, just try to recruit all your haters, ma'am. You know what she did after this too is she privated her account. So I think she unprivated it since then. Like she got called out for making it private and then she opened it up again. So I was like, what the fuck? Ma'am, what are you doing?
I believe that miracles are possible every single day of your life, and maybe this is the miracle you were waiting for.
Yeah, Monat's a fucking miracle. The other thing is too is that Chelsea was saying in her video that this woman is only making like $32,000 a year or something. I mean, she's more high up than most. For her to be like, this could change your life. This is so life-changing. This is so amazing. It's like over $30,000. Life-changing who, sis? Now, I do have a few more stories I wanted to go through of her because basically the topic of this video, we're like already into it. The topic of all this is basically we're just gonna see what she has to say about anti-MLMers because she has a lot of content on it. I love watching videos of people who are high up in MLMs talk shit about anti-MLMers. It's one of my favorite things to react to. Anyway, so here's this part. She went on about this after the video we just watched.
I just finished cleaning my whole house and I feel so good, but I have a theory I want to share with you. Here she goes again. Free thinking crazy. I have a theory about the anti-MLMers. My theory is that you're paid. My theory is that you don't like that more than 80% of female millionaires are in the network marketing industry.
First of all, ma'am, that's not fucking true. That statistic is not real. First of all, yes, I am paid, but I'm like one of a very few amount of people who actually make money off of the advocacy that I do. That aside, I make money off of making content. I can say whatever the fuck I want here. Like, as long as there's an audience, whether it's anti-MLM, whether it's something else, if I post it on YouTube and there's an audience, I'm gonna get paid for it. I get paid for content creation, not for the words I speak about anti-MLM stuff. Regardless, the actual statistic is like 80% of millionaires involved in network marketing are women, I think is what it is. So it's not 80% of all women millionaires are in network marketing. That is not it at all. Like, that just goes to show the regurgitation. Now, obviously, like, I cannot sit here and try to figure out how this woman's brain works, because clearly it works on a totally different level than... Chelsea's texting me. I think I manifested her. The title she has on the video right now says, I don't think you're a burned ex-MLMer who didn't succeed. I think it's bigger. Okay, fucking think whatever you want. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, is that like her brain doesn't work the same way that yours and mine does. So for me to be like, oh, clearly she's like only getting her information from like regurgitated stuff that her upline says, blah, 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 blah. She's incapable of actually doing the research for herself. I think, yeah, maybe she is, but that's because, you know, like, she's a self-proclaimed free thinker, so she already has it figured out. She doesn't have to research. She doesn't have to fact check what her upline says to her. She doesn't have to fact check these fake fucking statistics. All she has to do is hear it and go, that sounds right. I'm gonna regurgitate it now because I'm a witch and I know everything. You can't reason with this type of person. So yeah, we can sit here and be like, that statistic is wrong. This person doesn't listen to actual statistics, so you'll never change her mind. Same thing with what she's saying here. Who's paying us? Really, seriously. I get paid by Google. Yeah, they're on my 1099s. Google pays me. So Google doesn't reach out to me and go, hey, Savannah, can you make another video about anti-MLM stuff today? Can you please? No. Google gives me money for making content about basically whatever I want. I just choose to do this advocacy thing because, you know, I'm like passionate about it and stuff. And I am an ex-MLMer. I wouldn't say I was burned by my experience in my MLMs. It was just like, it just wasn't what it was put out to me to be when I joined, and no one else was talking about Lime Life by Alcone. So I was like, I'm gonna make a video about it, and then it turns out it resonated with a lot of people, and then here we are. I just like kept doing it. So yeah, that's the truth there. But sure, yeah, just let me know who is supposed to be paying me so I can hit them up, because
You don't like that we can stay home with our babies and make $1 million.
First of all, she makes $30,000 a year. So, okay. Second of all, I do stay home with my babies, not in network marketing. As a matter of fact, I stay home with my babies talking shit about network marketing, doing the opposite of network marketing. Also, I heard that this lady doesn't even have kids, which good. Please don't reproduce, ma'am. They like to say like, oh, it's just a matter of like, we're just jealous. It's like, by no means am I rich, but for her to be like, oh, you're just jealous that like we get to stay home with our babies and make $1 million. Okay, like I can literally do that too. And I'm not in your MLM.
You don't like that we can work from anywhere. You don't like that we get fully earned, completely paid for trips.
That's not true either. Ma'am, the trips that you earn, you have to pay for your flight to get out there. I think, well, okay, I want to say there is like one leader trip every year where it's like literally the top 10 people in the company or some shit like that. And I want to say they do actually pay for your airfare and stuff there too. But it's like 10 people. Ma'am, you will never make it there. Sorry. But the people who make it there are probably the same people every year, right? At this point, like the people at the top are staying at the top until Monat inevitably shuts down someday. Yeah, no, you're not earning any free trips anytime soon. You can earn like trips to Vegas for their conventions, like where they'll pay for your hotel or something like that, or your convention ticket or something, but you still have to travel there. You still have to pay for food. You still have to pay for, you know, that's not fully paid for, ma'am.
You don't like that we get fully earned, completely paid for cars.
And that's not true either, ma'am. Your car is not fully paid for. What happens is you rank up. Monat says, here, I'm going to give you a cash bonus that you can use to buy, well, or lease or whatever, this one specific kind of car. What is it? A Cadillac with Monat? Yeah. Yeah, you have to buy a Cadillac that looks like this. Here's $500 a month to pay for it. But what happens if you don't make your rank that month? I think you have a grace period of like 1 or 2 months or something. But if you don't keep that rank, you don't get the bonus. And then guess what? Your car is not paid for anymore. It's not like when you join Monat or any network marketing company with a car program. It's not like you join and they go, here is a fully paid for car, all for you. Here you go. No. You open the loan yourself. You make the payments yourself, just like anyone else who has a car loan. The difference is that the money you use to make the car loan comes as a bonus from Monat only if you maintain your rank. If you don't, it is no longer paid for. So stop fucking lying to people. Stop being manipulative. Stop twisting the truth. Quit being a bitch. That's it.
You don't like that we don't have to go to work.
You do work. You work 24/7, so.
Our kids in school, submit to the state.
You should probably submit to the state at this point, because like what you're doing in your life like is clearly just like destroying any form of critical thinking skills you have. What she means by that is like you don't have to go to work and wear a mask. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's like not the worst part about leaving my house. I can think of a lot of other things that I'd rather not do when I leave my house than wear a mask. Like wearing a mask is not a big deal, but this woman calls them face diapers and throws a fucking tantrum about it at the idea of having to put one on her face.
I think you're commies.
I think you're commies. What about what you just said has anything to do with communism? What the fuck? I mean, I'm a progressive socialist, so I know that's what you guys like to call communists, even though they are not the same thing. But also, you know, there are some aspects to communism that I don't think are bad. So now, obviously, I don't want us to be a fully communist nation. None of us want that, because there are some very negative parts to communism as well. AKA, you know, dictatorships and shit like that. We don't want to do that. We just want some fucking social safety nets. So if that makes me a communist, then fucking fine. But like, she says this like it's an insult, and I'm like, well, logically there are some parts of communism that I agree with, so. And I know I'm blurring her face, but oh my god. And I don't want to be mean. I don't like to make fun of the way people look, because like, she's fine, her facial features are fine or whatever. It's what I'm reading in her eyeballs. I'm like, if I saw you walking towards me with that look in your eyes, I would run the other way, because you're scary. This is a scary person. There's another video here, which is a lot shorter. I don't remember what this one is. I think it's just like irrelevant, just like dumb shit.
It's really easy. I know who I am. I know who I am, and I know my heart. I know how much I love every single human being, every single plant.
Yeah, you love every single human being, unless we're commies, right? Unless someone tries to tell you to put a face diaper on. Anyway, the reason I wanted to make this video in the first place is because of the video we're about to watch together. It's the last thing I have for you guys. It's kind of long, so I'm gonna try to let it play and not talk too much, although we probably will. I always end up going into these just like long. Yeah, I found this on her Instagram profile. After all this stuff started happening, I'm like, I'm gonna go see what's in this chick's Instagram TV videos, and I'm like, I found this almost instantly, and I'm like, this is good. Let's just get going.
Dear MLM hater, aka me before I became an MLM lover.
Where have we heard that before? Oh, I don't know. Every fucking successful MLMer. I used to be like you, and no, you weren't. You were never like me. If you were ever actually against multi-level marketing company by way of advocacy, you would have never joined one, because you would have known better. So you were never like me. Don't you try to convince yourself or try to perpetuate yourself as someone who was once like me, bitch, because you never were. You ended up in an MLM. You've never been anti-MLM. Any true anti-MLMer would never actually join an MLM.
I am writing this letter to you to explain to you how you do not understand where your money is going if you are anti-MLM. So, when you shop from Amazon, you are supporting a corporation that pays $0 in taxes. You are supporting big tech, big pharma, and big corporations which have no obligation to check the ingredients in your products or what you're actually getting.
I mean, the same can be said for Monat. They sell supplements. Like, they have no obligation either. Like, literally, the vitamin and supplement industry, and then, like, even the cosmetic industry to an extent, like, all the things that Monat dabbles in, they don't have to prove shit to you either. It's because of DSHEA, right? I think it's what, DSHEA. It's basically just like the FDA and the FTC and stuff are not allowed to regulate supplements. Basically, the only time they're allowed to investigate a supplement and like actually look into what is in the things that they're selling to people is like if people start getting sick, if people start getting hurt, then they're like, okay, well now we're gonna look into it. But like they straight up can just like sell whatever the fuck they want just because, you know, they're supplements. And as long as they say this isn't approved by the FDA, if they have that little warning on their label, then they're fine. They can do whatever the fuck they want. So already what her argument is just, okay, but you too though. And also, how does buying from Amazon support big pharma? You can't like get prescriptions on Amazon. What are you talking about? Also, she has a fucking gun, a handgun on her earring. Can you get any more tacky? I don't think so. I mean, who fucking thinks that that's cute? Not me. Not me. It's like wearing your political affiliations on your fucking sleeve, except not on your sleeve, on your ear, on your fucking ear hole. And it's not cute. You look pathetic. The way that people love guns in this country, it's too far. It's too far. You're wearing them as earrings now. Stop it.
Did you know that when you order a shampoo on Amazon, just FYI, and it's sold through a third-party seller, they can put anything they want in that shampoo? Even if you order a very well-known product, you may, in fact, not be getting that product.
You can see where you're ordering from. Like, if I want to go buy fucking a L'Oreal shampoo or whatever the hell on Amazon, I don't know. You can see where you're buying it from. L'Oreal, for example, probably has its own merchant account with Amazon, so they're selling the same product as if you were to go buy it from a store. Now, if you're gonna go buy from somewhere, like, there's like a way that you can go and be like, you can get it from cheaper from other sellers. And then it's like, yeah, then you're buying from a third-party seller, and it's like, how can you know what you're getting? But if you're getting it from the actual company's merchant account, it's probably no different than what you would buy at the store. But even then, she would still argue like, oh, well, it's not sealed. And she started this whole thing off like, here's what you don't understand. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how Amazon works at this point. How there's like just some weird like third-party Amazon sellers. There's like individual Amazon sellers and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure we all know that. And so like, you're kind of just beating a dead horse. Like, we know. Okay, so what's your point? She's gonna compare it to Monat and it's just gonna be stupid.
Because they can add anything they want into those products.
So can Monat.
Same with supplements. Oh yeah, you order a vitamin C supplement on Amazon, that may not be what you're getting because they have zero obligation. Zero.
Neither does Monat.
To make sure that they're truthful, honest, and giving you a product that is what they say it is. Now, before I sold MLM, I thought that MLMs were a scam. I thought there was an in-between person and like I had to go through you to order the thing and this is weird.
Is it not like that? It definitely is. I mean, maybe not with Monat. I know there are some companies like, let me see if I can just pull up Monat's website and go like add something to my cart without going through a seller. Look at this. I clicked sign up or become a retail customer and it says search for your market partner. Which, you know, whatever. Like, I can put in my name, my country, my state. They'll just assign one to me, whatever. Okay, you still need one. You still need to go through another person. You can't just go on Monat's website and buy it without being assigned some person you have to buy it through. Come on.
But I had no problem running my credit card at the Whole Foods.
Well, I guess you could go to a farmer's market, I guess, and get all that shit from a farmer's market instead of Whole Foods. But, like, honestly, like, I don't see anything wrong with buying from Whole Foods.
I had no problem supporting billionaires. I had no problem supporting companies that pay bare minimum to their employees while giving shitty perks.
When I was watching this, I was like, oh my god, I have to react to this because this is so fucking ridiculous. She's clearly, based on the way she feels about the world, she clearly votes a certain way. And that certain way, that party, that political party, they have been the pushback to raising the minimum wage. So if you're gonna sit here and be like, they're paying their bottom line pennies on the dollar, okay, if that's such an issue to you, then how about you vote for somebody who will raise it, who will fairly compensate those people then? How about that? No, because she wants to be able to wear her gun earrings. She wants to be able to not wear a mask and carry a gun. Two things that have to do with her personal comfort. But, you know, when it comes to actually making sure people are paid fairly, you know, caring about other people, no, I won't vote for that. No, I vote for my own interests. Even though she's like making it sound like her interests are for making sure people are getting paid fairly. It's like, okay, you're voting against your own interests then, dude. Like, it's so hypocritical, dude. And not to mention, in Monat, you want to talk about what people are making on the bottom line? Most people on the bottom line of an MLM are losing money. They're not making anything. You go on fucking Instagram Live and Zoom every day of your life and talk about Monat. You don't get a day off. You work 24/7 for $30,000 a year. Ma'am. Pretty sure that cashier at Whole Foods that's been working for them for like 2 years or whatever is probably making more money than you. Yeah, probably. If that fucking says anything.
Like insurance and what else? Like discounts?
Oh, yeah. She was just saying, like, they get shitty benefits. Bitch, in an MLM, you don't get any of that. And, again, if you want to bitch about medical benefits, hey, if you weren't voting for the party you're clearly obsessed with, we could have universal health care, and then everyone can have health care. How about that? But no, because then they'll take their guns away. Which, by the way, no left-leaning politician, well, I mean, I guess some of them probably have, but even Bernie Sanders wasn't for taking guns away. We're just for like background checks and like new legislation regarding who can own guns and who can buy guns and things like that. Like, it's very clear to me that she's like, I'm gonna vote so that I can keep my gun and not wear a mask. But she's virtue signaling, like, these poor bottom line workers don't get enough benefits and don't make enough money. Also, I'm gonna vote Republican. Like, ma'am, I know you guys always get mad when I talk politics, fucking whatever, but like, I'm just trying to point out the hypocrisy here because that's literally what this is. Don't sit here and bitch about all these things and then vote the literal opposite way, because what you're doing then is you're not actually doing anything about it. You're just virtue signaling and then using those struggles that other people have towards your own narrative, which is, I have to sell my MLM shampoo.
Meanwhile, the employees inside Whole Foods have to cover their faces and not breathe while they work.
Yeah, because that's the worst fucking thing that could ever fucking happen to a human being. Like, come on! Listen, I know it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but honestly, maybe this is just me, but you know what? I know I'm not the only person who feels this way. Every time I ever get on an airplane for the rest of my life, I will wear a mask, even after this shit is done, because, damn, people are gross. And what I've learned this whole time is that, like, I'm a gross person too. We're all gross people, so, like, if I can even cut down on any sort of transmission that I may be carrying around to other people that I am stuck in a flying tube traveling 500 miles an hour, if I can cut back on giving all those people whatever germs I have, it helps at least a little bit, right? I don't understand because whatever, I don't leave my house very often, so therefore I don't like wear masks very often. I do when I go out when I have to, you know? I've got my boosters and stuff, but when I do wear a mask, I don't think it's the worst thing. Like, it's really not that bad. That's why I'm like, these people fucking sit here and complain and they bitch and they moan and they call them face diapers and they win my freedom. It's like, you're bitching about wearing a piece of cloth. It just seems so dramatic to be like, meanwhile, they're making minimum wage and getting shitty benefits and having to wear a mask. Get over it. It's like, we've been doing this for 2 years. We should be used to it by now, and it's really not that big of a deal. And I'm going to continue to wear masks in certain situations from here on out. That's how not bad it is. So quit being a fucking grown-ass toddler. Quit being a baby. Anyway, yeah, so Monat doesn't pay their bottom line. They're actually all losing money, and no one in Monat gets medical benefits or paid time off or any of that shit. So why are you bitching? At least the people at Whole Foods get something and a guaranteed pay rate.
In order to make, what, $15 an hour? I totally thought that it was fine to shop at Amazon, Whole Foods, Target, CVS, Barnes and Noble. I totally thought it was fine to shop at Free People and other companies that pay $0 in taxes and get away with fraud.
Okay, so if you're so concerned about that, then how about vote for the party who wants to tax the billionaires? Yeah. You're only going to vote as long as you can keep your gun and keep a piece of cloth off your face, right? I hate the billionaires. People should make more money. People need more medical coverage. People need better benefits. Okay, and then you're going to vote Republican. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Okay? When you buy from, I don't know other MLMs, okay? But when you buy from me, you are not only supporting me as a human who you're obviously watching and you obviously like, okay?
Bitch, I don't like you. I'm watching you for fun.
You're supporting my ability to teach other women how to care for their beauty, their power, their magic. You're supporting me going live. You're supporting me running a team. You're supporting me becoming a leader.
Okay, to be fair, I didn't watch this whole video on Instagram. I just copy and pasted the URL into a video downloader. And then I downloaded the video. So I'm just like, I'm not even watching this on her platform so she doesn't get the views and engagement and watch time and any of that shit. So no, not necessarily. And now all of my audience gets to do all that without supporting you too. So don't jump to conclusions.
You're supporting me becoming a leader in this industry and bringing a woman who truly, truly cares about the elevation of human consciousness to the top of this company. You're supporting that. But do you know what else you're supporting? You're supporting a family-owned business. The family that owns the business I work for
are millionaires, if not approaching billionaires. But we don't support billionaires, right? Yeah, this is a family-owned company, but you know what else is? Walmart. This comparison makes no sense because it's like billion-dollar companies can also be run by a family. So what are you talking about?
Came over to America and did everything the right way. They pay taxes. They pay us 50 cents on every dollar they bring in. They care so much about the people that work for their company. They care so much about the safety of our products. They care so much about the elevation of self-confidence and beauty. When you support me, you're supporting me, but you're supporting a family-owned business, a self-made billion-dollar debt-free business.
I get it. Like, there are a lot of billionaires who don't pay taxes, but like, it's not that simple. Like, their assets are all tied up in like stocks and stuff, so that's why they don't pay taxes. It's not because like the government is just like, oh, if you make a certain amount of money, you don't have to pay taxes. Like, that's not it. It's like, it's the deceptive way that they are holding their assets, you know what I mean? That kind of make it so that they can slither through loopholes and not have to pay money on it. I mean, honestly, like, who's to say that the people who own Monat are not like somehow deceptively paying less taxes than they're supposed to also? I don't know that for sure. I'm not suggesting that they are. I'm just saying, like, how do you know? Have you seen their financial statements? Like, she's just assuming because it's not Jeff Bezos. I mean, to be fair, Jeff Bezos does pay taxes. He just doesn't pay anywhere near his fair share.
That pays back into the economy, pays back taxes, the foundation of which that company is gratitude, of giving back. Like, this company does so many beautiful, beautiful things, not only for you as a person who's using the products and changing your entire life, for me.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that using Monat shampoo is going to change your life? That's a stretch. Also, if you want to talk about what Monat is doing to people, it literally is stealing money from hundreds of thousands of people, convincing people that they're a business owner when they're literally just the customer. Those market partners that you recruit, ma'am, they are the ones giving Monat money. They're the ones who's keeping Monat afloat, and they think in their minds that they're doing it because this is what business owners do in multi-level marketing companies. And then they just like keep on going with the cycle until eventually they're thousands of dollars in debt and they have 500 million bottles of shampoo that they're never going to use because, you know, that's just kind of what you are encouraged to do in these companies. We talk about it all the time.
As a person who is working 10, 15 hours a day to elevate human consciousness.
See, exactly. She works 15 hours a day and makes $30,000 a year. Make it make sense. That Whole Foods employee might work an 8-hour shift, probably bringing in more money than you. And they get days off. Isn't that amazing? Wow, what a fucking concept.
Back into the communities in which we live. This company, like, I want you to understand, when you go inside a Whole Foods, which I'm going to go inside Whole Foods. I'm not anti-Whole Foods.
She literally was like, I used to think it was okay to run my credit card at Whole Foods. And now she's like, I think it's okay. I'm like, I'm going to go in there. It's like, okay, well then why are you bitching? This is hypocritical at this point then.
Support Amazon, Whole Foods, The Gap, whatever, Urban Outfitters. You are supporting a corporation that will do anything to get out of paying taxes. They will do anything to pad their pockets and not give back to the community.
Why does she think that Monat is any different from that? Because I'm pretty sure they would do the same exact thing. They're literally manipulating and lying to people. Okay, I just saw a video on, I think it was Detective Lovey's Instagram stories, of is he the CEO, Luis Ernadetta or whatever his name is, doing like a flow chart where he's literally saying, don't worry about sales, just worry about recruiting. It's not about the products, it's not about what you're selling. Literally in the CEO's own words, as long as you're getting more people into the company, then we're gonna stay afloat because they're gonna be buying our products because they think that we're supposed to. So just keep recruiting people. Monat is no different. As a matter of fact, it's worse because they're not paying their downline or giving anyone benefits or any of that shit.
These corporations that you justify swiping your credit card because no one knows, these corporations desire for you to be paid minimum wage while the billionaires at the top get richer and richer and richer.
Yeah, they do.
When you buy from me, you are supporting a company that truly desires that every single person in the company flourishes.
First of all, not everybody in the company can flourish because in order for you to flourish in Monat, you have to have a established organization of personally recruited market partners beneath you, and eventually you're gonna run out of people to recruit. So it's just like statistically cannot happen. There's not enough people in the world for that to happen. So, and I think that the people who run the company are smart enough to know that, but you're not smart enough to grasp what is actually happening. This is coming from the person who literally quoted the whole 80% of millionaire women did it through network marketing, like without fact checking that shit. That's coming from the same person. This person is going to just listen to a fact that's not even a fact and be like, that sounds like something that will pad my narrative. Thank you very much. And then just go spew it out without even considering what any of it means.
Our compensation plan is designed to make me $1 million a month. That does not come from you.
I don't think a single person in Monat makes that much money. I mean, I could look at the compensation plan, but like, I'll let this play and then I'll look it up on my phone.
When you buy the products, that comes from the company. Now, obviously, it takes a lot of work to get to that point, and I hope to be there someday. I know I'll be there someday.
No.
But, you know, it's like, I see these people, they're like, oh my God, I could never buy from MLM. I could never like buy from a middleman, but you're spending your money at grocery stores, Whole Foods, Amazon, Target, Walmart. You're spending your money at these stores that do not give a single flying fuck about you. I know that the company I work for cares about me. I know that the company I work...
Real quick, sorry to cut her off. Senior Executive Director, SED, that's the highest rank in Monat. The highest annual gross earning, so of anyone in the company, the highest annual pay that anyone has received is $3.5 million, basically. That is not $1 million a month. I mean, yeah, that's 6 figures a month. Yeah, it's nice, but like, that's not $1 million a month. So how can you sit there and be like, I'll get there one day when Monat's been open for almost 8 years and no one's there? You think it's gonna be you, chick? Girl, if you're lucky, Monat won't fucking cancel your ass after all this shit. You're so problematic. And even then, like, I would hope that most people would see that and be like, even if they're looking for someone to join in Monat, I would hope that they would see you and be like, oh, not this chick. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want this person leading you, dude? She's not of this planet.
for cares about the customer, cares about cruelty-free products, vegan products, lab-tested products that work together with nature to truly heal the hair and the skin and your insides. I know the company I work for. Do you know the companies that you're spending your money at? Do you know the practices of the companies that you're spending your money at? No, you don't. And you justify it because you're like, yeah, but I need groceries. I need this thing.
What are you gonna do? Buy your groceries from Monat? You can't do that. Bitch, what are you talking about? What else are other people supposed to do? Well, I need groceries. I mean, I guess you can go to the farmer's market. Sure, yeah. But not everyone can do that. Farmer's markets are more expensive. So now you're like discrediting anybody who chooses Walmart because it's the cheaper option and that's what they can afford. I mean, there's a reason why these big companies are, you know, the top of the industries, because they offer more affordable options for most of Americans, or people around the world even, who can't afford otherwise. So don't shame those people. They can't afford to go to a farmer's market every weekend, you know? And while, yeah, it's great if you can, don't fucking shame people who can't, dude. But yeah, you need groceries. Farmers markets aren't open every day either. Like the one near my house is only open on Saturday mornings. What if I need something on a Wednesday? What am I supposed to do? And then even then, it's like you can't buy diapers from a farmer's market, not usually anyway. So where am I supposed to get those? I guess find some small business that sells diapers. I don't fucking know. Like, it's really high expectations. What she's saying would be great in a perfect world, but that's not the world we live in. It will not be the world we live in if we continue this back and forth political bullshit where nothing can get done, because I will tell you that there is one party who really wants to change things and wants to take money out of the billionaires' pockets and let it be distributed more to the people below them.
So I'm going to buy it. But for some reason, supporting a company that truly cares about the elevation of your beauty and your power and your magic and your wealth is like unthinkable.
Because it's a scam. And also because their shit is so overpriced and you want to be like, oh, they pay us 50 cents on every dollar they make. You know why? Because their prices are bumped up so fucking high for them to be able to do that. The prices of the products you're buying from Monat are not worth what you're paying for them. They're inflated so high because they have to be. They couldn't pay you guys the way they do otherwise. So for anyone who's just like an average customer, even the distributors are still paying up the ass for their stuff. But even more so for someone who just wants to be a retail customer, it's not worth it because it's so overpriced and they're not getting what it's worth. Might as well go fucking buy like a salon brand from a hair salon. Buy some fucking Paul Mitchell or like, I don't know, Redken, because a huge like liter of Redken shampoo and conditioner, they're like 20, 25 bucks or something, when a bottle of Monat is like upwards of $35 to $40. Come on. It's so obvious why MLMs don't really have retail customers. Monat likes to say that they do, but I call bullshit. Sure, they got some VIPs here and there, but those VIPs are just like market partners in the making, really.
I just want you to think about this today, because I had a customer who emailed me and was like, oh my God, I love the product so much, but I saw that it's an MLM and like, I'm not down with that. I just want to understand why.
Because you're a scammer.
Because when you're shopping and you're buying all this plastic stuff and you're like buying a bunch of crap that you don't need, you're making the billionaires at the top richer. Meanwhile, you're not willing to support your neighbor. You're not willing to actually change the world. And this is something that I did not know about MLMs until I got involved. Obviously, I only know my company. I have no idea about any other companies. I honestly do not care because I don't know anything about other companies. But I know that in my company, every time you buy from me, you're making the world a better place. You're supporting people that truly want clean beauty.
No!
You're supporting people that truly want you to be successful.
False.
You're supporting yourself when you buy from MLM.
No!
And that's what it comes down to. I'm going to go inside Whole Foods and drop a couple $100, knowing that Amazon pays $0 in taxes. I'm going to go into Whole Foods. I'm going to be taxed. I'm going to pay taxes. And I'm going to spend a lot of money.
Someone tell her that sales tax and income tax aren't the same thing. Is someone going to tell her that? I'm going to pay taxes. Uh-huh. Yeah, you are. And you're also going to pay income taxes. Like, what? They're two different things.
On my food, knowing that Amazon pays $0 in taxes. I want you to just wrap your head around this for a minute. I paid 6 figures in taxes last year. I paid 6 figures in taxes last year, and Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar company that pays zero.
She's not wrong. MLMs are not the way that that's going to change. Voting is going to help change things. Activism is going to change things. Buying from an MLM is not going to make Amazon pay taxes. Like, what the fuck is this?
So if you have an issue with MLM, you might want to look within yourself, because what MLM does is it empowers the individual to create a limitless income, to create a life where we're actually affecting change in the world. And when you're shopping at these big corporations that don't pay taxes and don't give a fuck about you, what you're doing is you're justifying your own lack of success. You're justifying why you can't be successful by limiting someone else from being successful.
Okay, first of all, fucking what? And second of all, she's not wrong, I guess. Like, I mean, I do agree that, like, it would be great to not have to support these people ever, but, like, you can't beat the convenience of Amazon. You can't beat the prices of Walmart. That's just the world we live in. And it sucks. If there were a better alternative, I'd be taking it. But, like, for me, who doesn't make a shitload of money and has kids, and I don't go grocery shopping, I use Walmart because they will shop for me, and they have, like, I think it's like $13 a month, and I can do, like, unlimited grocery deliveries how I need it. I mean, I have to tip the person who brings it to me, obviously, but, like, as a mother of a young child, and then, like, Sparrow, she's easier, but, like, it's a lot easier for me to not have to drag my children to a grocery store and shop for an hour or two. It's just a convenience thing. Amazon is great. It's like, if I think of something, I'm like, I need that right now. Order it from Amazon, and it'll be here in a day. Thank you, Amazon. Sometimes they have same-day delivery. I understand it would be great to not keep supporting these people, but, like, realistically, it's kind of the best we got, and you can't really shame people for taking advantage of it. That being said, Amazon would still operate the same way if they were paying taxes. Jeff Bezos just wouldn't be as rich and wouldn't be up in a rocket ship in space all the time. Until we have government regulation that can make sure that they're paying their fair share in taxes, then nothing's gonna get done about it. It doesn't matter how many times you buy from an MLM, because MLMs are limited in the products they sell anyway, in the inventory they carry. They're from one company. Like, if you go to Walmart or Amazon, you have choices. Like, we can argue back and forth all day, and I admit that there are pros and cons to each side. I mean, I don't see any pros to buying from an MLM, but there's definitely pros and cons to, like, Walmart and Amazon and stuff. And if you're not gonna admit that, then it's like, open your eyes. They're successful for a reason, and it sucks the way that they're running things and the way that they get away with not paying taxes and stuff. Yeah, that sucks, but that's all on a systemic level, okay? This is more than just buy from MLMs and we'll shut Amazon down. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works, ma'am.
That's what you're doing. Just want to be clear. The only way moving forward in the future is going to be, one, support massive corporations that pay no dollars in taxes and want you to be stuck at home, making minimum wage and having a really they want you, like, let me just be clear. They want you to sit at home on your phone in your virtual reality glasses, not having human touch, not having your face out, not having wealth, not having land, not having animals, not having expensive things. They want you sitting at home, a slave, buying everything from your phone, buying everything from them while they pay no dollars in taxes, paying back to the taxes, right, for our government. That's what they want from you. They do not want you to feel empowered to create your future. They do not want you to feel empowered to create whatever life you want. They don't want you to have great wealth. They don't want you to feel like you can do anything in the world. No job you get is going to want you to feel empowered to create limitless wealth. My company's compensation plan wants me to make $1 million a month. That's what the compensation plan is set up.
If they wanted that, people would be doing it. They've had 8 years to figure out how to do that, and no one's doing it.
They want that. They pay me so much money, and I'm not just saying me, I'm saying every person that works for Monat. The company pays.
They pay every single person who works for Monat so much money. No, they don't! The average annual income for all U.S. market partners at all ranks was $876. They pay so much money. That's less than $100 a month on average. And that number is being skewed by the people at the top who are making 6 figures a month. So they're generally making less.
50 cents on every dollar they make. Does Amazon pay out 50 cents on every dollar they make? They don't even fucking pay taxes, y'all. Does McDonald's pay back 50 cents on every dollar they make? Does Target? Does Walmart?
Yeah, but see, their prices aren't so inflated to be able to do that, even if they wanted to. I mean, maybe they could, because then, yeah, the billionaires at the top or whatever, like, wouldn't be as rich. But the thing is that, like, people are giving these companies their money because they can afford it. No one can afford to buy your shitty shampoo for 40 bucks a bottle.
Does the Gap, do these companies pay out to their employees 50 cents on every dollar they bring in? The answer is no. They pay as little as possible so that they can get richer while the, middle class folk, you and I, have no chance of getting ahead. I'm going to tell you the truth. MLM is the only way you are going to have great wealth.
No, like look at literally any income disclosure statement and you will see that the 0.01% at the top are the ones that are making that great wealth and everyone else is like barely making minimum wage or less. Yeah, sorry, excuse me. Most people are making less than minimum wage, if not actually losing money. And then the ones that do make money, yeah, most of them make less than minimum wage. That's what I meant. Okay, sorry.
I worked 20-hour days. I don't know a single person.
Were you a nurse?
Who would work as hard as I worked to hit $1 million.
Yeah, fuck you.
And it was not worth it. It was not worth it. I almost killed myself to hit $1 million in my business.
Now that sounds like she's being dramatic and like she doesn't actually mean it that way, but can you not say that? I have to bleep that out. Like that's really probably not the best term to use when referring to that kind of stuff. Yeah, that wasn't cool.
Out 6 figures in taxes because companies like Amazon, companies like Whole Foods, they don't pay taxes. It's up to you and me to pay taxes. I am telling you the only way you're going to have long-term wealth is multi-level marketing. And
you're wrong.
If you do not understand social selling, if you do not understand selling person to person, please send me a message and let me break it down for you. Because there's no way you're going to have a job and have limitless wealth. There's no way you're going to have a job and create the kind of future for your children that you want. There is no way an employer is going to pay you enough money to even survive moving forward. Mark my words. Mark my words.
Okay, and mark my words, your multi-level marketing company is not going to exist 10 years from now. 5 years from now, if I have anything to do with it, bitch, shit. The advocacy going on here, I mean, we have a track record here just as anti-MLMers. We've gotten companies shut down before. Hello. Hi, boo. Nice to see you. Yeah, and I think the FTC just had like a meeting kind of thing, like a town hall sort of thing, where I have to look into it and remember what it was, but they're doing some kind of investigation into income claims and stuff like that, like deceptive advertising and things like that. And it's gonna affect MLMs. That's gonna be a big thing. So mark my words, the income opportunity in MLMs is dwindling right now for a number of reasons, and it will only continue to do so.
Only 2 options moving forward. Number 1 is huge corporation where you make 15 bucks an hour. You scrape by, you sit at home crying, how am I gonna pay my bills? How am I gonna feed my kids? Socialism. That's option number 1.
That's not what? That's not how socialism works. This lady needs to like learn the way the fucking world works. I swear, every person who's all like, socialism, like doesn't understand what socialism actually is. Like we have a lot of socialistic shit going on in the society already. We just haven't like committed fully. But no, if people are failing, it's always socialism. Have you looked at capitalism? Have you considered that we are a largely capitalist society and we have these problems right now and we've always had these problems? I mean, at least for the past few decades. So you're gonna blame socialism? We are not a socialist country. We're a capitalistic country. So to blame any economic shit on socialism right now is not a thing, because we're not socialists. I wish we were. I'm a progressive socialist, and I would love to see more socialism implemented in our fucking country right now. But we can't, because morons like this keep voting against it.
Communism. That's what they want.
Socialism and communism are not the same thing. If you're gonna go spout out socialism and communism, make sure you know the difference.
The guys at the top, the 11 new billionaires that were made during this planned demic, those 11 new billionaires, they want you to sit at home. They want you to sit at home in a communist situation where you are dependent on them for every fucking thing that you need. That's option number 1. I hope you're listening. Option number 2 is you get smart and you start this business and you get to fucking work and you build a foundation where while you sleep, you make money. While I sleep, I make money. While I sleep, I make money.
Me too. You know what? For all intents and purposes, me too. And I'm not in network marketing. Actually, as a matter of fact, I know plenty of people who also aren't in network marketing who do the same thing. So eat my entire ass.
While you sleep, do you make money?
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready to earn a fully paid for car.
Not fully paid for. I already talked about that. And also, you are not making that much money. Like, when she said that she was paying 6 figures a year in taxes, I'm like, what does your husband do? Because you don't even make 6 figures a year as income in Monat. So, otherwise, where else is the money coming from?
You think Amazon's gonna... You think Uber? If you order Uber, you are contributing to communism. Just FYI. Never ordered Uber in my life. Never fucking plan on it.
Good. I'm gonna order some more fucking Uber then. I don't really even understand what she means to say here.
You order Uber Eats, you are supporting communism because you are supporting a corporation that wants you to sit at home and have every single thing barely provided for you with no chance for you to grow extreme wealth. No chance for you to get what you want. And I am so passionate about this because I want you to have extreme wealth. I want you to feel the way I feel, which is I don't have to check my bank account. I can go inside Whole Foods and drop $1,000. I can literally go, I just bought my dog a dog toy. I think it was $20.
Why would anyone spend $20 on a dog toy? Except for like the really heavy duty ones that are like really well made for dogs that like just tear everything apart. That was a fucking stuffed animal donut. Why would you spend $20 on that? Like, just as being a smart consumer, who would look at that and go like, that's worth $20? Wherever you bought that from for $20, that shit was marked up pretty fucking high. So I'm pretty sure you just contributed to communism there. That was not something from like someone's small business. You probably bought that from like PetSmart. Listen, as someone who worked for PetSmart for 10 years, I can tell you their merchandise is quite marked up. And I wouldn't be surprised if, yeah, you spent $20 on a fucking stuffed animal toy for your dog that they're gonna rip apart in 2 seconds if you bought it from PetSmart. She's bragging about buying a giant donut for her dog. That's how financially free she is with $30,000 a year. I think the reason you don't have to check your bank account is because you clearly have another person in your life who is actually doing the funding. She's not even at the car rank. She's not making money. Someone else is funding this lifestyle of hers. It's not Monat.
I can literally spend any amount of money that I want and I don't have to think about it, and I want you to have that too. I did not know that MLM was an option.
Oh my God.
I did not know that I could make as much money as I make because I bust my ass. And I want you to understand that you're only going to have 2 options. Work for a corporation that wants you to be in a communist situation. They want you to be completely dependent on the government for everything. For your health. Literally, fuck you. For your, health. For your entertainment. For everything. They want you to be dependent on the government for everything. Those billionaires want you to be a slave to the state. And the only other option, and I need you to hear me, the only other option is going to be work for yourself and sell to the people that you know. That is the only other option, and I know this in my body.
In the video I watched of Chelsea's today, she said that she's a managing market builder, which the highest earned commission in the managing market builder category was $73,000, and that is the highest paid person of the year. I think this was 2020. $73,000. Lowest was, wait, is that lowest? Lowest was $1,500. Average annual earnings at a managing market builder is $9,000. But she doesn't have to check her bank account. She wants you to believe that as a managing market builder, she's financially free, making an average of $9,000 a year. Median annual gross earnings is even worse. It's $8,000. $8,100 a year. So yeah, if that tells you anything. Now, she is at the top 1% of the company. Managing market builders, 1.02%. So basically the top 1% of the company, making $9,000. Likely less than $9,000. I don't know how Chelsea came up with she made $30,000 the previous year. I'd have to go look. But I've been like basing it off of that. Like clearly she's making more than average as a managing market builder. Even if she was the top earning MMB of that year, making $70,000, I wouldn't consider that financially free. I wouldn't consider that being something you don't have to check your bank account over. She's just straight up sitting here lying and lying and lying, and it's gross. And meanwhile, using it all to push this fucking capitalistic idea of the world and bitch about masks and vaccines. This woman is the worst kind of woman. She's the worst kind of person. Okay, we need to finish this. I have to go get my kids.
In the next 20 years, 40 million jobs, like grocery store workers, gone. Post office workers, gone.
Okay, you can blame the Republicans for getting rid of the post office. Also, yeah, you're probably right with like cashiers and stuff like that. But what you have to understand is that there's probably going to be different jobs open for other things. There's going to be positions that need to be filled for other things, not being a cashier. Maybe it's things that we can't even comprehend yet because it's 20 years in the future. Who knows what can fucking happen? But she's just like, if it's gone and nothing can replace it. It's like, ma'am, use your brain. I think she is using her brain, it's just not fucking functioning.
They're gonna have robots for everything.
And who has to build those robots and maintain those robots? And like, you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be jobs for that.
They're going to have robots for everything. You know what they can't have robots for? This.
Yes, they can! Yes, they fucking can! Yeah, a robot can definitely sell shampoo. You're replaceable too, sweaty.
This. So if you're like, I don't really want to buy that shampoo because it's an MLM, this is what you can't have a robot for. This, human connection.
Oh.
Yes, you. I'm talking to you. This is what they can't have a robot for.
Quite frankly, I'd rather be talking to a robot right now. I would rather talk to, what was it, Smarter Child on AOL Instant Messenger. If you know, you know. If you're old like me, you know. I'd rather have a conversation with Smarter Child on AIM than ever have to have a real life conversation with this woman ever. Because she is melting my brain cells with every word that I hear come out of her mouth.
And all these people sitting at home, watching the news, getting their, you know, little boosties, okay?
Yeah, I got my
These
boosty.
people are becoming slaves to the state, which is what they want.
No, I'm protecting people around me. And if you're gonna virtue signal and pretend that you actually care about the people around you, maybe you would have a different consideration and feel a different way about the vaccine. But no, all you care about is wearing guns on your ears.
This, you and I, this connection, me selling shampoo to you, you coming into my club of great beauty, me telling you about magic and power and success and wealth, and me bringing you onto my team, teaching you how to sell, teaching you how to make income. They can't replace this, y'all. I'm honestly so passionate about this. It makes me want to freaking cry.
Do it.
Because I see the zombification of human beings. I see the complete zombification of human.
I've never seen a zombie wear a mask. I've watched a lot of zombie shows and zombie movies, and none of them have ever worn a mask. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Human beings, the lack of connection. I walk in that store, every single person has a muzzle on, and I walk around going, "Hi! Hello!
Stop fucking breathing in my face, bitch!" That's what I would say. If you get up in my face like that, get the fuck away from me. I don't care if you're sick or not. Back the fuck off. I don't want your fucking germs, dude, because whatever you have that's infected your brain to make you function this way, I don't want any part of it. Back the fuck off. Even if it's like, I don't want to smell your breath. I don't want to smell your deodorant. I don't want a part of you. Back the fuck up. Don't you walk into my place of work and make me uncomfortable while I'm working because you think it's making a statement like, look at, I'm still a human and you're not because you have a piece of fabric over your face. Oh my God, woman.
How are you today? Hi! You have a mask on. I don't. Hi! Connection!
I don't understand this argument that like wearing a mask takes away from human connection. How? It's only that way because you are looking for a reason to hate it? No, I can still connect with people through a mask. Like, don't be fucking stupid. If you truly feel that way, then like that's all in your head, honey. Because you can't see spit strings between people's teeth when they talk. Missing out on that is part of the human connection that we'll never get back. Like, not pretty sure I can still express myself pretty fucking well.
People are zombies. They want you to be a zombie.
Sorry, my camera died.
And I know that spending my money at Whole Foods, it fucking pisses me off, dude.
Then stop.
I cannot wait to open a massive cooperative with food inside, all my favorite clothes and products and coffee and wine and fun and dancing.
So like Walmart?
I cannot wait to open a business where we have person-to-person connection. It will happen.
That's called Walmart.
And it kills me to go inside and shop at Whole Foods. But that's the only option I have right now. I don't have other options. So I'm telling you.
That's literally what I was saying before. Some people have to buy from Walmart and Amazon because they can't afford other options. Sounds to me like you do have other options if you're so financially free. Go to a farmer's market. I don't know. Buy from some local farmers. Like, you make no sense.
You have another option. If you go to work every single day, if you expect someone to write you a check and tell you what time you have to show up and tell you what you're fucking worth, if you think you have to do that, I'm telling you there's another way. You can join me. Hi! How are you? My dog loves men.
Oh, yeah? Well, I love dogs.
Oh my gosh, he's so excited.
Run far
He
away,
doesn't have a
sir.
mask on. Real men.
He's outside. He's outside of your car. He doesn't have to wear a mask outside. We all know this, right? Like, the CDC has said that it's safer outside. We know this.
Man, fuck yeah. I'm telling you, there is another way. Even if you think you have to go to work, join this business and start today.
No.
Start today. Building another stream of income, because I can promise you in the next 20 years, that's going to be your only option. If you start today, you are leaps and bounds ahead of all of
This dumbass thinks that MLMs are going to be the only way for anyone to make money. There's not going to be any other source of income. What the fuck? What weird dystopian future are you trying to build?
If you start today, you will change your life today. I don't care if you have kids. I don't care if you're a single mom. I don't care if you work 80-hour weeks, y'all. I sit at my desk for literally 13, 15 hours a day working. I know what it's like to work this hard, but I'm telling you, if you want to create true wealth, if you want to create an income that works for you, it is time to leap into multi-level marketing. It is time. And I say this with every cell in my body. I hope you feel the energy that's moving through me. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to be rejected. I know it's hard to have someone say, oh, that's stupid, that's an MLM. Oh, here you are, a pyramid scheme. I know it's hard, but I can motherfucking promise you, if you come on my team, I will support you every step of the way and I will teach you how to do it. And if it isn't me, find the person that you want to be your leader. I see that, I see Katie's on here if y'all are in Australia. I see that Sammy's on here if you're in Australia. I see that Laura's on here if you're looking for a leader. Maybe it isn't me. I am fine if it's not me. Tana's on here. I saw Tati on here. Gabriella's on here.
So she's naming off all these people. Okay, so the people who are watching her live are other market partners. Who are you trying to recruit right now? Because it sounds like everyone's just like watching you who's already a market partner.
I am fine if it's not me. I do not need you to be on my team. What I need you to do is start another stream of income today. What I need you to do is start social selling today. You, hey Jesse and B's in Australia, okay? You can join my company. You can join me if you're in Australia, the United Kingdom, Ireland, Poland, Lithuania, Spain, Canada, and America. You can join our company if you are in one of those countries. If you're not in one of those countries, find another MLM to work with. Learn how to social sell. Learn how to create limitless income for yourself. Learn. Because working for the man in the next few years is going to get you nowhere.
She knows that not every country operates like America does, right? Like, she knows that everyone's economies are different, right? Like, you can't speak for everyone's economies and political climate. You can't compare any of that. Other countries are different, ma'am.
They do not want you to succeed. They do not want you to have money. They do not want you to feel powerful. They want you to be a slave. They want you to be a mindless, silenced zombie. And I need you to understand this, okay? I'm seriously, like, I want to cry because I see that Anamike just got on here, Artemisia, Art of Being, and she lives in Italy right now, and like, they're forcing these on people. They can't work a job. They cannot go to a job if they're not shot up.
I mean, that's how America should be too, and our president has tried to make it that way, and I fully support it, but, you know, there are people in our Congress that won't let that happen, and I'm sure you love them, and I'm sure you voted for them. Those are the same people who all your virtue signaling should be against. But no. If we get vaccinated and wear masks, then we're fucking zombies who can't express themselves anymore. I got my first vaccine like 10 months ago. I'm no less expressive than I was before.
Multi-level marketing is the way of the future, and I'm telling you that.
It's not.
And if you've been an MLM hater, I get it. I get it, y'all. I'm a self-made millionaire before MLM. I hated MLM. I know. But listen.
So she's not checking her bank account. She was bragging about that, but she just got done saying she is a millionaire based on what she was doing before network marketing. And now she's making $30,000 a year, but she still wants to make sure that you know that she doesn't have to double check her bank account and make sure that she has money in there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you made $1 million doing whatever the fuck it was before, and you have like a savings account or something. Like, you have money set aside from before. You're not making all that money now. So manipulative.
MLM is multi-level marketing. It's social selling. It's you buying from me. It's buying shampoo from me. It's buying magic hair oil from me. Okay? It's buying the best hand cream on the planet from me. Social selling is the way. I'm done repeating myself. I'm going to go into Whole Foods until I start my store. And I'm going to start my store. You better believe it. And I'm going to pay out 75 cents on every motherfucking dollar I...
Yeah, we'll fucking see about that. Your prices are gonna be so out of this world, because that 25% that you're gonna be able to keep is going to have to go to running the business. I'd be surprised if it even covers all your overhead costs. What the fuck? That is so unrealistic. This woman, I've said this before, I'll say it again, she doesn't live on this planet!
Bring in. You better believe it. You better believe this shit. I'm gonna have a salon in my store. I'm going to pay out 75 cents on every fucking dollar I bring in. The thing is I don't even want the money. I want to give people the freedom to work and to make as much money as they can possibly make. And every single one of my employees is also going to be an MLM. I'm going to pay them so fucking much money. I can't wait. And they're...
Okay, if you're in an MLM, then why would you have to get another job? If MLMs are the way of the future and they're going to give you the financial freedom, then why the fuck do you need to be an employee somewhere else if you're so financially free in your MLM? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to have employees that are also in MLMs. It's like, okay, well, you're sitting here saying that you sit and you work 15 hours a day on your MLM so you can make $30,000 a year. What time do you have then to go to a second job? What? It makes no sense. That's not how numbers work. That's not how the world works. And it's not how your argument works either. If MLMs are the way of the future, then why the fuck are you trying to open a store? Seems counterproductive to the way that the future is going in your mind. MLMs only and my singular store. My God.
I'm gonna make so much money from MLM. Y'all, it's coming. I hope you have the best day ever of your entire life or night. I love you. Get into MLM. Trust me. Just do the damn thing. Me or someone else, don't care. Just do it.
Oh, thank God it's over. That was the worst. How long have I been recording? 1 hour and 46 minutes of my life. Holy shit. I have to go get my kids. I got shit to do. Let's thank my patrons and my members, guys. But also, leave me comments. Leave me your likes. I'm sure you've been like rage commenting alongside me this whole time. So thank you for doing that. It helps the algorithm. And also, I'm sure it helped you just vent, you know? Anyway, the people I'm about to read off to you are my financial supporters. They get access to our private Discord server. We have a postcard club. I give you guys early access to videos whenever I'm able to, and even more. So if any of that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie, or you can click the join button beneath this video. Also, before I get going, before I forget, my ASMR channel is up and running, guys. So if you like ASMR, I'm reading that whole Young Living cult book because I have access to it. So I am reading it in full, in parts. Go check it out. The link to that is down below. Thank you again to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. And now I will read off my financial supporters. So the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Hula Chowdown, Janelle Pratt, Cecilia Dudek, Christy Taylor, Elizabeth Wyatt, Nitty Dragon, Kutch Squad 2.0, Leanne, Molly Wasilewski, Ryan Mute, Sheila Tapia, Tiff C, Turd Ferguson, hashtag Get the W, Weatherington Law, Alice W, Amy Huffman, April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Casey Scraper, Katrina Rosemerick, Claire T, Danae, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Jerry Duncan, Hanimal Crossing, Heidi Haw, Hippie Kansas Girl, Julia Wheeler, Kim Cartwright, Critter, Maddie Darley, Marley Fletcher, Princess Deathwish, Ray, Samantha Jackson, Stephanie Hell, Tuesday the 13th, Colin F., Laura Nickel, Jess Kronfeld, Emion, Ian Shrouth, Jennifer Dyer, Jessica Cecil, Caroline H., Auntie Lou, Krista Scantlin, Lizzie's Plantasy, and Fallon Lowry. To the rest of my financial supporters, thank you so much for being here and being you. Even if you're not a financial supporter, thank you for making it to the end of this long and infuriating video. I appreciate you being here because watch time is something that YouTube loves, so it will push my videos to more people just because you watched. Thank you for checking out the sponsors on this channel. Thank you for checking out Scentbird in specific today. Keep making waves, babes. I'll smell you all later. Mommy Tsunami, out.